These can't be the right size.
Yeah, you're right. They should be a little bit smaller.
I really want to start with, and sincerely, congratulations on the movie.
Thank you.
And I have so many questions. I don't want to spend more than 10 seconds on what I'm about to ask you. It's an individual question. I'm so sorry. But of all the things you've done, has the most been people asking you about that music video?
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's just, I made Sean talk about it a lot too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Sean's cameo.
Yeah, playing the dad.
And boom, 10 seconds.
Yeah, I just wanted to work that in real fast. So at what point of the shoot, because the cast is so good in this, at what point in the shoot did you guys realize, oh, wait, this could be a really special movie?
I want to say the table read. I was going to say, because it's like everyone basically is like bringing their character. And I felt like everyone was a little nervous. Like it's sort of like pressure and it's an ensemble piece. So it's like, I don't come in for the first 30 minutes. So obviously for the first 30 minutes of the table read, I'm like, oh, everyone's so good. Like, and like starting to get stressed. But then like everyone killed it and everyone was so perfectly cast. So I felt it there.
Yeah. Hearing everyone's like, we had all kind of met, but we hadn't seen anyone like do their thing yet. Like we'd all been on the ground there and like meeting and hanging out and going through the rehearsal, like just like the pre-production process and stuff. But then we hadn't like heard everyone's like stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and so then the table read was like, it was one of the coolest ones. One of the more unique table reads I think we'll ever experience too, because there's so many principal characters and there's so many speaking parts and it was just like fireworks. Like every time the next person was like coming to life, it was like, oh my god, it was almost impossible to talk about
and there's
afterwards.
So many, there's 80 speaking roles. So then like Jason had like assigned different people smaller roles during the table read, but of course roles came up. So then it would be like stage chance and someone would just like say the line. Like the energy of the read was really, really fun.
It was just fun. Well, I mean, you spent months doing your own prep and your own work. And then you meet everyone on location and they're really fun. And you hang out for a couple of days as you're doing like screen tests or things. And it's like, you get to know these people and you become friendly with them and you're just hanging out. And then all of a sudden you see what they've been working on for months. And it's just high caliber stuff. And you're like, everyone's really good. And you feel the pressure even more because you don't want to let anyone down. And it just felt like this, like you felt like you were performing high athletics or something and you were a part of a team and you're like, I hope I don't get cut or something because these are athletes, holy shit.
I'm curious. So you see the shooting schedule in front of you. What day do you have circled in terms of, I can't wait to film this? And what day, if any, is circled in terms of, how the F are we going to film this?
Love.
Oh, wow.
Great question. Because I do that with every movie, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm always like, this day is going to fucking suck. And then I have the day where I'm like, can't wait. But then always what you expect is like one day that you thought was going to be easy, you're like, randomly, this was so hard. Yeah. And then the hard day, you thought about it so much that it's like, fine.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
A lot of how the F are we going to do this?
Yeah.
There's another day that we this might be like sort of indirect answer to your question, but it's just making me think of this, and I feel like we haven't been talking about it that much. The day that we filmed the screen tests was like such a cool and fun day too. That was kind of like a surprise because they're not really in the movie, but we sort of all filmed our screen tests one day, and the way
filming
that Jason,
the characters' screen tests.
Yes, sorry, yes, within the confines of the movie. But the way that Jason had us do it is like we all watched each other. We all had to watch each other do each other's screen tests and like
everyone's
how they actually
character.
filmed it in real life. And like Rachel and Gabe were there and they were like, everyone was encouraged to like throw comments at them. Like we'd kind of, it felt like, it was like improv class. It was like such a cool way to do it. That wasn't an answer to your question.
No, I get it though.
But that was an intimidating day. But for me, that was a great day because I just got to watch everyone perform and I was like, this rocks.
Yeah.
I was nervous for our scene in the sort of like rafters area because it felt like it's so hard because you want to balance the tone. The movie is, there's so much like high energy and there's comedy and there's like the pace, but also like there's these moments of emotionality. And like in that moment, I'm sort of talking about like our relationship and like where I am in my life. But I was like, I don't want to put too much on it and all of a sudden be like in the background, like, you know, like,
yeah, you don't want to stick out.
Yeah, I don't want to
be
stick
the
out.
sore thumb.
Yeah, so I was really scared, but Dylan was really there for me that day, and I felt like a great scene partner because it's like we just did, and once we got into the flow of it, we were like, no, this is just moving, and it's the same as how any day you can have a crazy day, and you can really quickly be like, well, we're not together anymore. You know what I mean? But I was scared leading up to it, and then it went great. I think.
For me, there were two scenes that really freaked me out on the schedule. One was with Cooper in the stairwell, and it's in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything, but it's a confrontational scene. And I was nervous about that because there are so many different versions of that scene to be shot, and you don't want to overact and fall into that trap. And you know, it's pivotal for the movie. And then there's another one between me and Willem Dafoe. It's tense, but like the whole cast is there, like behind me, and like a bunch of extras are there in front of me. So it's kind of like performing, like you're performing in front of an audience, but the camera's on you, and this is Willem Dafoe you're acting against. But that actually, like, I remember we only did like 4 takes of that. Like I was very, like Jason was like, yeah, that's fine. I was like, okay. It was weird. But then everything else I think was just, I mean, there's so much to do in this film that like I kind of stopped looking ahead at the schedule after like a week. I was just like, I'll just look at what I'm doing that day because we're all on the same schedule, and I did not want to go insane and think about a scene 3 weeks ahead of me while I have so much to do that day.
I have to wrap. I'm just going to say congrats on the movie. And that stairway scene, I learned a lot about SNL that I didn't know. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Thank you very much.